Breaking Benjamin's new album debuted with a healthy 135,000 copies sold its first week, and they're not the only rockers moving albums. The music-listening public is often very misinformed about the current state of rock music. If you're still making Nickelback jokes in 2015, you should do your homework. Regardless of your opinion of the old school, all-American rockers, who happen to be Canadian, jabs at their alleged radio dominance and endless string of hits are almost as dated as that old photograph. You know, the one that every time. Never mind. The point here is that Nickelback hasn't had a top 10 hit since 2008, and although they're still successful in rock circles, mainstream fans can take a deep breath and relax. Breaking Benjamin earns its first #1 album on the Billboard 200 chart, but it's not all bad news for those who rock to metal, pop-punk, Christian and the myriad subgenres in between. It's difficult for these bands to cross over to top 40 like they did in the early 2000s, but they frequently post sales figures that astound just about everyone outside of their own highly dedicated fanbases. Last week, Breaking Benjamin earned its first #1 album on the Billboard 200. According to Nielsen Music, Darks Before Dawn sold 135,000 copies in the week ending June 28, marking the 17-year-old band's best sales week ever. Tori Kelly, Casey Musgraves and Leon Bridges all released new albums that same week to considerably more media fuss, yet only Kelly's Unbreakable Smile managed to sell close to half of Breaking Benjamin's total, 65,000 copies. Year in Music 2014, the 10 best rock and alternative singles. Here are 10 more rock bands whose popularity, particularly in album sales, is far greater than their mainstream coverage suggests.